in league history. It's the Jags and the Giants. All that and more coming up next.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants. But his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football, doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
Here we go. Up we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Throwing Jones. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
F-18, F-18.
Now Jones. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go out to the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior, whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and is doing everything in his power to follow through.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Finding room at midfield. Oh, what a juke into space. And finally down at the 36-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards that time. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Up the middle they go with McAllister. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. Officially no gain on the play and it's 2nd down. throw. Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. That run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down, forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And his kick is absolutely perfect.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
That is not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one, a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 57 yards.
There were some signs of life from the ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. They'll run up the middle with McAllister, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Handoff to McAllister. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 1.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He finds Douglas complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Goal cutter, goal cutter, goal cutter.
On the give, McAllister with it, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Perez. A gain there of 21 yards.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to pick up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones under pressure, and they got it to him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this 1st half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
They'll run with ETN.
Stays on his feet. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The New York set to take the field. And partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this is where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones throwing the out route incomplete. It's Perez. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now out come the Jags.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
Picked up by DJ Reed. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
This is McAllister. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at the shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep him out of the end zone.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal.
He hit us first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Jaguars back with it on offense. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now they're in the hurry up.
But to throw again is Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again.
This will be caught inside the 10. They've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Lawrence will throw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll run here with McAllister. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
On third down. Johnson. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. So all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Trevor Lawrence, helmet on, ready to go as he brings out this offense. And Charles, I mean, look, you don't bench a starter of his caliber, but 4 first-half interceptions. How do you handle it from here?
Well, the easy thing is right away you try and run the football, take some pressure off of him, but you know the defense understands that as well. My second thing is give him throws that are safer, throws that he's confident in, the ones that he likes to make, and that way you try and get his confidence back up.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they'll step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yards.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke.
Touchdown, Jaguars! A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in this third quarter. They're going to try and run. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. At the 31-yard line. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, It's a guy out wide catching him, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The New York set to take the field.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
From the 31, Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's Lawrence.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing. 1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Giants are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Perez. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Draw play. Here's McAllister.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Perez. That's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
This pass caught. It's Woods.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they're going to speed things up here.
And they'll run with ETN.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Here we go.
And this is going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was.
Touchdown, Jaguars!
From 4 yards out. And the Jaguars get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
And New York set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing, Jones. Completes it to Douglas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Okay, here we go.
18 on the play. First down, New York.
He finds his man, complete. That's Douglas.
Complete to Mario Douglas. It's a gain of 5.
Now 2nd and 5.
At their 48-yard line.
Now Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line is taking...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Devin Lloyd able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. He'll look to set up his blockers. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on blitz.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
And he's going to be out of of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this year.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now Lawrence.
They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Hey, Ron.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Hey, Lion. Go, let's go.
On the coverage.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Jags stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Giants ready to come out now.
And now their hill to climb has gotten taller. They had the safety last time they had the football. That led to the touchdown a moment ago. So that deficit going in the wrong direction as they try to right the ship here. 1st and 10.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, his throw incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to throw again.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones, 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Possession switching back to the New York Giants. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than...
Under pressure, they got him again.
Devin Lloyd.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw.
Throwing left side, it's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and They did just that here in the fourth quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always comes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Jones looking to throw on second down. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
Red on red. Hey, I'm gun.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Here we go.
Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Let's go. 13, move. Here we go.
Throwing again. Lawrence. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. That is caught.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Let's see if they go back to base. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camp.